Hi everybody, I'm Pamela Atwood, gerontologist, certified dementia practitioner, and certified laughter leader. I'm Director of Dementia Care Services at Hebrew Healthcare in West Hartford, Connecticut, and welcome back to our Confident Caregivers series through Aging Care Academy, a little program that I started a couple of years ago that's really taking off. And this video series has really been a big part of it. I know that I've been silent for a little bit of time. I wanted to update you all on what's been going on in my life as a family member and caring person and a caregiver myself. My mother is fine, but she did have a mild heart attack. I know mild heart attack is still a heart attack. It's kind of like being a little bit pregnant, but she's doing great. It's been a little bit of time. I've been trying to go up to Maine every weekend to help my mother-in-law kind of reacclimate to her life. She's been going to Maine every summer for the last 45, 50 years, and this summer she thought she wasn't going to be able to, but we got her up there and she's been doing wonderfully and has adjusted to driving again and is having a great time. But I've been going up there every weekend, which has been fabulous. It's been really wonderful, but I'm exhausted. So I wanted to do this whole video on vacationing with family and all of that, but it just didn't feel real. And anybody who's watched these videos know I come from an authentic place. I'm trying to be true to myself. I don't script things. I mean, I have a plan of what we're talking about, but it's not like I have a whole script. So it's got to be true from my inner gut, my inside. And I just wasn't feeling it. So I put it off. But something happened last night, and it was so magical and so wonderful. And I thought, I've got to share this with our confident caregivers. So here's the deal. I know a lot of times I sound like I've got a lot of answers, and I have ideas. I have some answers for a lot of people. I really can help families kind of navigate the path of caregiving, and when I do a care consultation, that's a lot of what it's about. It's about helping a family cut their learning curve and figure out the path that they need to be on. My 30 years of clinical or professional experience has really helped me kind of understand what an older adult needs, how to prioritize financial planning versus home care versus long-term care versus earlier stage needs as well, support and counseling and driver retirement and all of those other things that we've talked about in all of these videos. But sometimes just getting the help that's needed is the hardest thing. And something happened last night. We had a little fundraiser at work for the American Parkinson's Disease Association, and it was an art cart. There's a wonderful group called Smile Through Art, and Saba and her partner Chad, who does Dopa Fit, do wonderful programs up in Massachusetts, and this was their first event down in Connecticut, and it was great. But there was something about the process, and I always say with art, it's about the process, not the product. So I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm trying to share with you how this all came to my awareness. So forgive me a little bit if I'm seeming a little tangential. When we're doing art, and this was an art-based program, what we do with the art is we try to focus on what's going on in the process. So this was a simple art project. It wasn't painting. I mean, I kind of grew up in a time where art teachers would tell you, no, what you're doing is wrong, that's not correct, and I almost failed art, so I thought, I can't do art. I'm terrible with art. I suck at art. But when we're talking about being creative and focusing in the process and focusing on what the facilitator, the art therapist, is sharing to help you find your way and create and express yourself through creating, it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. So I had this great experience, and I made this art that I was actually proud of, and I'm really excited about it. And I wouldn't say it's beautiful, but it's meaningful, and that's really important whenever we're doing any kinds of activities. But what helped me understand why I'm here to talk to you today, it's about taking that leap of faith and making yourself do something. So a lot of times when we're in the caregiving situation, as caregivers, or when we're struggling with whatever we're struggling with, maybe you're a person who's been diagnosed with a chronic condition, or whether it's Parkinson's or MS or whatever. When a clinical person or a professional person says what you really need to do is X, and you think, yeah, someday I'm going to do X. That would help. But you don't. And you put it off, and you put it off, and you put it off. And you're struggling along this path. And someone else comes by and they say, you know what? You should do X or Y. And you think, yeah, someday I'm going to do X or Y or maybe even Z. I could do Z. You can think of things yourself. Whether it's X, Y, or Z, it doesn't really matter. The point is, you got to do it. How do you make yourself do it? And this is the kind of aha moment that I had last night. When you're in a care situation, either needing a support or being a caregiver, you've got to start down that path and make yourself do it. And a lot of times we get the, oh, I don't have time, or I have too much other things going on, or I can't focus on that right now. You have to take a leap of faith and you have to do it. You have to tell yourself, today's the day I'm going to do it. And that's what I did last night. We had a lower registration than I had hoped for the event. And, we actually considered canceling it or postponing it. It's summertime. Nobody's around. Why would we do an event in the middle of July? But here's the thing. I made myself do it from me. I wanted to do this. I wanted to experience this. I wanted to make this a success. And because I was maybe in my mind a little selfish, because, I don't usually focus on stuff that I want to do, it was so much more meaningful, and it really helped me. So here's my advice for everybody who's wanting to be a confident caregiver or confident in whatever care situation they're in. Make yourself do something. And here's the thing I want you to start with. I want you to call me. I want you to reach out to me, and I want you to be selfish, and I want you to say, you know what, Pam, maybe not be the person to help me, or maybe she won't have any information, or I know what I need to do. You know what? Call me. Free 20-minute consultation on the phone, and then we'll figure out what could help you going forward. And maybe it's going to be a full consult on Skype or FaceTime or whatever, or maybe you're going to say, oh my gosh, I need you to come to my work because we all need this. I just did a retreat with my staff in our life enrichment department, and we went out on a retreat, and it was fabulous. One of our staff said this was the best thing in 17 years of working at Hebrew Healthcare that she's ever experienced, just by saying, yes, let's do it. Let's explore. Let's talk about it. Let's find out what the options are. Call me for a consultation. Let me help you. And right now I am talking to Steve. I'm talking to Julie. I'm talking to Amy. And you all know who you are because you're watching me regularly. Call me. Let me help you with your parent care. Let me help you cut your learning curve. Let me help you make a quick to-do list that'll make it so much easier for you. I'm here. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. First 20 minutes are on me. Let's explore it together. This is so powerful. I want to give this to you. You've all been so great in watching these videos, supporting me in this new adventure that I'm on. Let me give back to you. Let me share whatever wisdom or insight, or even just be an objective ear to help you find your way through whatever muddled situation you've got. Let me help you with your aging care needs. That's what I want to do. So I want you to call me. And I'm going to give you my direct line now. My office number, my direct number is 860-920-1810. Let me give it to you again, 860-920-1810. Monday morning, I want my phone to be ringing off the hook. Tuesday, I want to be able to call people back. Wednesday, I want to get more calls. Call me. Call your friends. Tell them to call me. I don't care what it is. But there is no reason that we should all be struggling with aging care issues. We have answers. We know the resources. I had a friend of mine who emailed me at Pamela Atwood, LOL@gmail.com. She emailed and she said, well, I understand that you can help people, but my parents are in Florida. I had one phone number for her, and immediately she got a whole list of resources. Cost her nothing. Just email me, call me, contact me. Let's do this. We can make your situation better now. No more losing sleep. No more. I'm not saying it's going to all be better, but it's going to make it a little bit better. It's going to help you have the strength to go through it. So let's do this. Call me. Let's put it together. Let's get together your issues. Maybe you don't even know all the issues. Maybe you're just overwhelmed by all of the things that keep cropping up. Call me. I will help you figure them all out. I will help you figure out what needs to be figured out by an attorney, what needs to be helped with a social worker, or what are things that you could do, bam, 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 real quick and easy, and make you feel better about your caregiving situation so that you can be a confident caregiver. So, totally jazzed about this. The expressive arts, oh my God, they're so wonderful. And it gave me so much more energy and focus and being able to say, yeah, I can do this too. So let's do this together. I've got a card for you. I've got my wonderful cards that I use throughout a lot of these videos for inspirational quotes. Where there's a willingness to walk through a fear, the need to take the walk is often eliminated. Let me say that again. Where there's a willingness to walk through a fear, the need to take the walk is often eliminated. So let me join you on your willingness. Let me help you walk through, and you're going to realize there's nothing to be afraid of. We'll get through it together. 860-920-1810. Call me. I'm waiting for you to call me. Call me. What's that Blondie song? Call me. All right. Okay. So anyway, don't forget to sign up for any of the seminars or classes that we have going. You can find them on agingcareacademy.org. That's www.agingcareacademy.org. And you can also check out Hebrew Healthcare's programs and services that we're offering at hebrewhealthcare.org. Have a great weekend. I hope that it's an inspired one. Let me walk with you. Call me.